Welcome back to the pod. Today we're talking about a 17-year-old midfielder called Naj Razi. He's already well known I'd say, not only by League of Ireland fans but also to the casual fan now, when last month his name was linked to Giants Real Madrid. He was born on the 28th of October 2006, so he's just turned 17. He currently plays for Shamrock Rovers, who are, unfortunately, I have to admit, the dominant team in Ireland historically and over the last quite a number of years. They've won the last 4 seasons, the league in the last 4 seasons, and historically they're the most successful team ever as well in the league in Ireland. 21 titles to their name to date. Again, they've just won their last league a month or so ago, just over a month ago. He initially joined Rovers as a seven-year-old, so he's been there for the guts of 10 years. And his first coach when he joined as a 7-year-old was Stephen Bradley, who's now the first team manager. Again, he's been first team manager for a long time, but they really do it right at Rovers. To bring in youths, they bring you through, not just players, managers, coaches. They're the perfect model for a football club, especially in Ireland. The troubles that are within the League of Ireland, they navigate it perfectly, and they've always been there or thereabouts. So his connection with Rovers has been 10 years, and as I said, he's highly thought of at the club and by the first team manager, who's been with them since he joined. He made his debut coming on as a sub on the 23rd of July this year, 2023, in the FAI Cup against Dundalk. To date he has appeared 6 times for Rovers now, twice in Europe, 3 times in the league, and once that debut in the FAI Cup. He made his first start on the 30th of October in the Irish Premier Division in a game against Cork. He played the entire match. It was their second last game of the season, and they'd won the league at that stage. Internationally, he is a current under-17s player, playing 14 times with 4 goals. Prior to that, he turned out for the under-16s, 11 appearances, 1 goal. He won the under-17s Player of the Year award for Ireland this year. He was a pivotal player for Ireland for the under-16s and now the under-17s, and going forward through the age groups he will be as well. He was pivotal in helping the team get to the under-17s European Championships in this year, 23, also where they got to the quarterfinals, and he would have already been to the attention of big teams around Europe, but he would have come to an even more wider audience at that tournament, because all the big clubs in Europe would have had scouting at that tournament. So even more, again, clamour for his signature. He also qualifies for Algeria through parentage, but you'd imagine it's Ireland's talent to lose, and you'd imagine Ireland is his preference. Just to know people that maybe don't know a lot about Algeria, you're probably going to be like me, surprised to hear not that Algeria are a big team. They're 30th in the world. They've won the African Nations Cup a couple of times, and the second time was just in 2019. They'd be there or thereabouts in World Cup qualifying as well. They'd be always at the African Nations Cup. So they have a lot to offer. But also, as I said, they're ranked 30th. Ireland is ranked 60th. So if you're looking at stats, which aren't always a true reflection of where a team is, but you'd say they're twice as good as Ireland. So again, I wouldn't necessarily say that's true. I'd say Ireland, playing against Algeria, you'd be expecting Ireland to win, but perhaps that's just local nation bias, so they're definitely an attractive option to have. Again, hopefully he's not something he's really entertaining, and I wouldn't imagine it is. He's never but I'm sure Algeria and Algerian fans are taking note, have taken note, and will be trying to poach him. But as I said, Ireland's gem to lose. Hopefully he gets wrapped up at senior level, and that should be sooner rather than later in the next couple of years. And if that happens, then they won't be in any danger of losing a really, really top promising talent. And he's shown dedication to Ireland throughout the years as well. Again, he's proven to be a pivotal player in underage levels, under 16s, under 17s, very talented underage setup now in Ireland. And to be even involved is really shows how good you are now at underage level for Ireland. But to be the cream of the crop again shows even the higher level of where this guy is and where he's going. But anyway, there is club-wise a lot of reported interest in the just turned 17-year-old from the UK, from teams like Man City, Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, mainland Europe, Atletico Madrid, and as I said at the start, the Giants, Real Madrid. Of course, these are all reported interest. There's going to be plenty of other clubs that aren't even on that list. If Real Madrid come for any player at any level, it's always going to be hard to turn your nose up at a team like Real Madrid, but he really has the footballing world at his feet. As I said, this season he was just breaking into the Shamrock Rovers side, so gaining first team football is always great at any level, but at that 17-18 age group, it's vital. So you'd imagine that's going to keep him at Rovers next season, where he's going to hopefully get into the first team week in, week out at some stage during the season. And at that stage, at the end of that season next year, so this time next year, end of October next year, he'll be 18, which again, you can't sign for a team in the UK. There's ways around that, of course, but at the moment you can't sign because of Brexit. You can't sign for a team in the UK. Everyone knows that. Until you're 18, that's less 10 months to just fill in. And then he has a lot of big offers on the table, which not necessarily saying that will bring him to the UK, but I mean, it just really makes his bargaining power even more stronger than it is. So of course, as I said, there is ways around that 18 age limit, like teams like Man City, lots of teams, not just in the UK, but we're specifically talking about UK teams buying an under 18 Irish player. They can buy it for one of their feeder companies. Like Man City have feeder companies all around the world as part of the City group, so he could sign for one of them easily to get on the Man City books in a roundabout way. Then when the time is right, continue to get first team football, and when the time is right, go to Man City again, if that's the option he wants. Real Madrid, as I said, very hard to turn that down. For them to really get the upper hand, they'd have to move in January. So it's going to be an interesting few months for him, that's for sure. Interesting for us to see what choice he makes with his career. Obviously, he already has a good idea what way he wants to play it, and his team and his family. But financially and playing time, they're the two keys. It's not just about who's going to give him the most money, but obviously money is a big factor. But also playing time. Is he going to go from getting first team football at Shamrock Rovers or some other league around Europe to going into an academy at Man City or Real Madrid? Obviously the top coaching at those clubs, they're going to learn a lot, but first team football is vital. There's ways around that. Real Madrid could sign him, loan him back to Rovers, loan him to somebody else at a potentially higher level than the League of Ireland, or Man City could get him to one of their feeder clubs, part of their group, get him first team football there, then when the time is right bring him into the fold at Man City by way of a nominal fee, or whatever way they want to do it, of course. But yeah, the more options available to him, the better, bigger choice he has. Again, sometimes more choice isn't necessarily better, but at this stage, too late for that. He's going to have a lot of options. He has a lot of options, and he's going to have it as time goes on. He's going to have even more options until somebody wraps him up at a high level. So again, it's going to be sooner rather than later. Whatever scenario happens, it's great for him, it's great for Irish fans, great for fans everywhere, and all roads lead to the top at the moment for this exciting midfielder. And whatever happens, we'll be watching.